Hey everybody, it's Dr. Avril with your good word for today. I'm sitting at my computer crafting the email. And I was thinking about I guess a couple of weeks ago, I had a day. It was a day. And I remember recalling to a couple of people like all of the things that I'd done that day, some discipline, talking to parents, meetings, paperwork, whatever, like observation, whatever it was. It was like a super busy day, and it just went from one thing to another thing to another thing to another thing to another thing. And I remember when I recalled that day, to a friend, and his response was, "Wow, you did all of that in one day." And I was like, "Yeah, it was a typical day," and I wasn't even stressed about it. And he kind of remarked about the calm way I recalled it. And I'm like, well, that's just kind of the way things go. Like, that's like a typical day. Like, and honestly, my days aren't that, busy all the time. They're not really. But when it's, a big day with lots going on, it can be. And my friend was really impressed with how calmly I just went from, yeah, I did this and I did this and then this happened and that happened. And he was just like, what? And, he works in education, so he definitely understands how, some days can be like really crazy hectic. And, my boss and I talk all the time about, making things look easy, and it's not necessarily easy, but it's like when you don't stress about it, you just like, this is what it is and this is what I do. And that's just that. And I was reflecting over today. I was reflecting. It was busy. I had some things I needed to accomplish. I had a meeting towards the end of the day, and I wanted to get some things done before that happened, and it didn't happen. Like, things presented themselves, and I had to deal with them. And life doesn't stop because you've got plans. It keeps rolling, and so today's message is that you have to persist in the face of challenges. You've got to keep moving. You've got to, be committed to the progress that you want to make. That's being hopeful that I can be successful despite what's going on. And so my advice to you, how do you do that? People, well, how do you do that? How do you persist when things are challenging or overwhelming or difficult or seemingly insurmountable? Well, I have a suggestion for you, and I read it maybe on social media, and it said to write yourself a letter of things that you've accomplished or things that you've overcome. And I'm going to tweak it a little bit. I'm going to say take some index cards and, make different index cards of challenges that you've overcome or successes that you've reached, goals that you've reached, tie a rubber band around them. And got my computer waiting for me to finish this. And when you need some encouragement, take out that deck of cards and read them. Go over them and remind yourself of the successes that you have already accomplished. Remind yourself of the challenges that you've overcome, of the obstacles that you have jumped over, the hurdles that you've gotten over. Because oftentimes we forget that. I've had to have people to remind me of the things that I've accomplished, in life, because when things are difficult, it's so easy for you to forget all of the things that you've already overcome. And as I was thinking about this message, as I was, putting everything together for the email, I thought of the perfect song, a song that really got me through the dissertation process, and it is "Encourage Yourself" by Donna Lawrence and the Tri-City Singers. It's a beautiful gospel song, and when I tell you that I had that on repeat during the dissertation process, that's real. I had in fact created a whole playlist of songs that I would play, and I surrounded myself with prayers and positive affirmations to get me through that. And now when I think about hard things, when I come up against challenges and things that I don't know that I'm going to be able to overcome, I remember that process. I remember being able to earn the title of doctor. That's, so many challenges, so many sleepless nights, so many tears, so much angst and anguish. My dad was diagnosed with cancer. while I was working on my dissertation, I remember, going to New Orleans and being there for 2 weeks and being in the hospital with him when he had his surgery, and sitting there with him every day as he got better and better, and being at home when he got home, and helping my mom with everything that we had to do to support him with that. And the whole time, writing chapter 2, the meatiest part of the dissertation. But you've got to dig deep. I always say that we were born to win. We were born with everything we need inside of us, and we just have to learn how to access that. And I mean, I'm living proof of that. That's real. And so even now, as I face challenges, COVID has been a challenging year. But I went into it knowing we're going to get over this. We talk about it all the time. I just got to figure it out. I just got to figure out what it's going to take to overcome the challenges, and that's what we do. That's what we do in life. So check out the email, Encourage Yourself by Donald Lawrence. Today on Black Music Month is letter J. So I have included a Janet Jackson song, as well as a Jermaine Jackson song and a Joe song. Some really great R&B songs. Our Action for Happiness calendar says to do something that brings someone else joy. And I immediately thought about, I keep a bowl of tangerines in my office, and teachers know that they can come by and get a tangerine. Tangerines make you happy. That citrus, it wakes you up, it gives you energy. And so that's one of the ways, sometimes I go from class to classroom and I'll pass out the oranges to teachers as well. So, it doesn't have to be something big. You can do something small to bring people joy. I have one teacher, she just, always gives me a compliment on my positive attitude. I can't wait to tell her that I met her uncle today. He came and fixed our copier upstairs. So I can't wait to have that conversation with her tomorrow about that. Check out the quote. It is about acknowledging your progress and acknowledging your successes, and remembering to encourage yourself. It's great when you have people in your life to encourage you. It's even better when you can learn how to encourage yourself. So that is the ultimate message today. Encourage yourself. And while you're doing that, be kind to yourself and others. So thankful that I had a great conversation with my friend Tasha the other day, and she was telling me how impactful that statement alone was for her. Be kind to yourself, and it made her reflect on the ways that she needed to be kinder. So even today, think about that. How are you being kind to yourself? And then of course, be kind to others. Give people your beautiful smile and your beautiful presence, because you are a masterpiece. Remember that. And then have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I love each and every one of you.